I'm going to show you for your drape bowl how we're going to apply the decorative coatings. We're either going to be using underglaze or we're going to be using iron oxide, which gives you a nice red color to your bowl. But you apply them both the same way, other than the underglaze you can put 2 to 3 coats on. And I'm just going to show you really quickly that when you put your underglaze on, that you want to have a nice even coat, and that you want to put 2 to 3 coats on, and then you'll let it dry. I like to just work right out of the bottle to not waste any of the glaze by pouring it in and out of the dish. You need to make sure that your brush is totally washed out, free from any clay particles, and a nice clean bowl of water before you get started. I've done all that already, and I'm just going to show you that it's very simple. I'm not going to complete the outside right now, but it's very simple. We're going to be putting this on leather hard clay, and that means you can still manipulate the clay by carving into it, and your glaze or your underglaze will give you a nice clean coat. And then we can also put clear over it to give it that finished look. For underglaze, it doesn't matter if you get glaze on the bottom, so you're free to go ahead and paint the footing on your bowl this time. And the same for iron oxide, they behave the same way. They do not turn into that glass-like coating that will stick to the kiln. So with the underglaze and iron oxide, again, you're free to cover the whole thing. So when you apply your glaze, your underglaze, you want to put 1 coat. You can see that I'm pretty much painting all in one direction, and after this completely dries, and I would do the whole bowl normally, then I would paint in the opposite direction just to make sure that I'm getting everything coated in all the little pores of the clay. I'm going to stop right now. I have gone ahead and put my underglaze on the inside of my bowl so I could do my demonstration. So basically, you guys know already about pattern and creating different designs and texture, and you're going to be doing a design before you get started, and you're going to be taking some of those ideas and applying them to your bowl. You're going to be using a Sgraffitto loop tool, and this is what it looks like, and you pretty much use it just like a pencil, only you'll be scraping away some of the leather hard clay and some of the underglaze or iron oxide, and to put your designs in your bowl. I have already, with a pencil, broken my bowl up into several sections. You will be required to have no less than 3 different sections with 3 different designs on your bowl. And I'm just going to show you really quickly how to use the Sgraffitto loop tool and how it will make lines on your clay. So I'm going to start from the center, and I'm going to take the point of the tool and I'm just going to lay it on the clay, and I'm going to drag it across the clay and kind of follow the line that I made in my underglaze already. And I'm going to go nice and slow. I want to be neat, and I want my lines to be consistent. Some of the clay and underglaze will build up in your tool, and if it gets too much, just stop and knock it off, and then continue with your design. So I'm just going to pour that out. You don't want to be sticking your hands in there brushing it out, because you can push the underglaze back into your clay lines, and you want to keep them very neat and crisp. So I would continue on, and I would follow my lines, and then I would look at the designs that I've come up with already, and I would carve them into each section of my bowl, coming up with some really great designs.